Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Spoilers ahead. Today we are going to review the horror thriller movie Mandy, released in 2018. 1983, Red Miller, played by Nicolas Cage, is a logger who lives in a cabin in the Shadow Mountains with his lover, an artist named Mandy Bloom, played by Andrea Riseborough. They spend the majority of their time together. However, Mandy enjoys reading fantasy and science fiction. Mandy ventures into the woods and discovers the carcass of a fawn. Red, afterwards, proposes that they depart the region. Mandy begins to narrate a story from her childhood, in which her father forced her and her friends to watch as he slaughtered a swarm of baby starlings, but Mandy fled before he forced her to do anything. Mandy decides to go for a walk in the woods one afternoon. A van driven by the children of the New Dawn cult passes her. Later that evening, Jeremiah Sand, played by Linus Roche, the cult leader, speaks with one of the older members, Mother Marlene, played by Olwen Foer. Jeremiah directs her to bring him Mandy as he developed feelings for her. He chastises Marlene and instructs her to find Brother Swan, played by Ned Dennehy. Swan pulls out the horn of a Bruxus and Jeremiah instructs him to sacrifice one of their overweight brothers, Brother Lewis, played by Stephen Fraser. Swan blows into the horn that night, calling 3 demonic bikers known as Black Skulls: Scratch, played by Ivailo Dimitrov, Sis, played by Haley Sewell, and Scabs, played by Kalin Kerin. Swan makes a blood offering to the boss, and the Black Skulls storm into Red and Mandy's home to kidnap them. Marlene stings Mandy with a drug-soaked wasp before escorting her to a room with the other cult members. Jeremiah plays a record of music he wrote inspired by the Carpenters. As the music plays, Jeremiah says something about being touched by the light of God and being imparted wisdom. As Jeremiah speaks, Mandy has an LSD trip and he undoes his robe to expose himself to Mandy. She starts laughing in his face as he begins aggressively masturbating. Jeremiah and 2 other brothers go to Red and inform him that Jesus Christ's one fault was not offering a sacrifice in his place. He stabs Red in the side with a dagger and then compels him to watch as they stuff Mandy into a bag, hang her upside down, and then burn her alive until she's nothing but ash and bones, all while the majority of the cult members laugh. After they go, Red frees himself and crawls over to Mandy's body. Red returns home and swigs whiskey while screaming in anguish. He then heads to a friend's trailer named Carruthers Trailer, played by Bill Duke, to get weapons to hunt down the cult and the demon bikers. Carruthers is aware of the Black Skulls, claiming that they were previously supposed to be mythical creatures that hunted people in the area, but were apparently the product of a special batch of LSD that messed them up. Before going hunting, Red goes to build a special axe from arrows given to him by Carruthers. Red drives towards a river where the Black Skulls appear to be lurking. Red's van flips over while attempting to run down one of them, and he is apprehended. He awakens in a room, one hand shackled to a pipe and the other nailed to the floor. Sis enters to tease Red, but he breaks the pipe from its base and whacks her with it before throwing her into a floor vent. Red pulls out the nail and heads into the living room, where he finds Scratch doing coke with a huge blade for a penis. Red attacks him, but Scratch throws him over and onto a table. He attempts to murder Red, but Red slices his throat, splattering blood all over Red's face. Before the masked Black Skull reappears to shoot at Red, Red snaps his neck. Red then discovers a jar containing the LSD that the Black Skull stole and takes a single drop, but it's potent enough to cause him to have strange images. Outside, Red encounters Scabs, who mocks her by remarking, "She's still burning." Red sets him on fire before slicing off his head. The chemist, played by Richard Brake, who appears to be making up some pharmaceuticals while his pet tiger Lizzie sits in her cage, is then visited by Red. The chemist notices Red and realizes the children have wronged him. He informs Red that they are on their way north. Swan and Sister Lucy, played by Line Pillay, are driving till Swan comes to a complete stop. Red drags him out and begins hitting him. Swan makes the fatal error of commenting on how brightly Mandy burned, and Red thrusts the axe deep into Swan's mouth as he spurts blood. Before setting off to find the others, Red spares Lucy because she had the least involvement in Mandy's killing. When he sees Brother Hanker, played by Alexis Julmont, spit shining a car, Red swats him with the axe. Red then encounters Brother Klopek, played by Clement Baronet, and the two engage in a chainsaw duel. Klopek nearly wins until Red wraps a chain around his neck and drags him down to be chopped by his chainsaw. Red stumbles across a church where Jeremiah and Marlene are staying. Marlene tries to appease Red by assuring him that she is a wonderful lover who takes care of her partner's requirements. Red enters the room where Jeremiah is and throws Marlene's severed head at him. As Jeremiah realizes what is occurring, he transforms from a high and mighty boaster to a coward begging for his life by assuring Red he will fillet him if he spares him. Jeremiah's head is then squeezed till his eyeballs come out and his skull is smashed by Red. Red then drops a lighter and ignites the entire scene. As Red walks away, he has a flashback to when he first met Mandy at a party. He begins to drive away when he notices Mandy sitting next to him. To be honest, we witness an exotic scene appear behind Red as he drives away. That's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, share and comment on this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.